Idris Ajeti, the 26th of June 1917 to the 13th of February 2019, was an Albanologist from Kosovo and one of the main researchers and authorities on the Albanian language studies of post-World War II. He was involved for a long period in the academic life of the University of Pristina, and was a member of the Academy of Sciences and Arts of Kosovo, being its chairman for 7 years. Topic: Life. Ajeti was born on 26 June 1917 in the Tupale Tupal village of the Upper Jablanica region in Serbia, today's Medveja municipality. He finished the Serbian-language elementary school in the nearby Siharinska Banja village, which he finished by 1930, and high school studies in the Royal Madrasa in Skopje in 1938. Ajeti registered in the Romanistics branch of the Faculty of Philosophy of the University of Zagreb, but finished his studies after the end of World War II, precisely in 1949, graduating from the Faculty of Philosophy in the University of Belgrade. From 1949 to 53 he taught Albanian language at a high school in Pristina. From 1953 to 60 he worked as pedagogue in the Albanology branch of the University of Belgrade. In 1958 he gave his dissertation thesis, Shvilimi historic I se folms Gerger te Shqiptarëve te Zers se Dalmasais. Historical development of the Gheg dialect of the Albanians of Zara in Dalmatia. In 1960 he received the academic title of docent, and in 1968 the Professor I, at the same time lecturing at the Albanian language and literature in the Faculty of Philosophy of the University of Pristina. He was one of the initiators of the Gjërmim Albanologjike Albanological Reconnaissance scientific magazine. Another achievement was the establishment of the Albanian Culture Seminary for the foreign albanologists. During 1969–71, Ajeti served as director of the Albanological Institute, during 1971–73 as dean of Faculty of Philosophy in Pristina, and during 1973–75 as rector of the University of Pristina. He was also chairman of the Academy of Sciences and Arts of Kosovo during 1979–81, and 1996–99. He participated in the Orthography Congress of 1972 in Tirana, where the standard orthographic rules of the Albanian language were defined, and was a signatory. He has received several acknowledgements and honors, between others, the 7th of July Award of the Senior Serbia and the AVNOJ1. Topic: Work. Ajeti's work concentrated on the research on the Albanian language dialects from the diachronic point of view, old linguistic documents written in Ottoman alphabet, and reciprocal Albania-Serbian relations. He also touched topics on nowadays Albanian language, being an initiator and contributor to many linguistic consults and symposiums. He also co-authored Albanian language and literature textbooks for high school and college students. Topic: Main publications. Books. Pamje historic e Ligjurimit Shqip te Gjakovs ne Film te Shakulit 19, Historical View of the Albanian-speaking in Gjakova at beginning of the 19th century, Pristina. Rilindja. 1960. Istorijski razvidik Gagiskog Govra Arbanasa Kod Zadar, Historical Development of the Gheg dialect of the Albanians of Zadar, Sarajevo, Balkanolowski Institute Naknog Društva BIH, 1961. Himje ne Historin e Gjus Shqipe Introduction to the History of the Albanian Language, Pristina, Fakulteti Filozofik I Prishtinas, Katra Albanologjike, 1963. Ortografia e Gjuscqipe, Orthography of the Albanian Language, as co-author with Sulejman Drini, Hasan Vakshi, Mehdi Bardi, and Latif Mulaku, Belgrade, Entity of Textbooks Publishing of the Senior Serbia, 1964. Himje ne historin e Gjuscqipe, Introduction to the History of the Albanian Language, 2 edition, Prishtina, Fakulteti Filozofik I Prishtinas, Katra Albanologike, 1965. Historia e Gjuscqipe, Morphologia Historic, The History of the Albanian Language, Historical Morphology, Prishtina, 1969. Probleme te historize se Gjuscqipe, Issues on the History of the Albanian Language, as editor, Prishtina. Rilindja, 1971. Studijes Istorij Albanskog jezika I, Linguistic Studies on the Albanian Language I, Prishtina, ASHAK, 1982. Historia e Gjuscqipe, Morphologia Historic, The History of the Albanian Language, Historical Morphology, 2 edition, Prishtina, ENTII Tekstiv Dhe I Mjedov Mesamor, 1983. Studium Gjuhësor ne Fushë te Shqipës 2, Linguistic Studies on the Albanian Language 2, Prishtina. Rilindja, 1985. Studium Gjuhësor ne Fushë te Shqipës 3, Linguistic Studies on the Albanian Language 3, Prishtina. Rilindja, 1985. Studium Gjuhësor ne Fushë te Shqipës IV, Linguistic Studies on the Albanian Language IV, Prishtina. Rilindja, 1989. Shqiptarët Dhegjuhae Tyre, Albanians and Their Language, Prishtina, Ashak, Special Editions, 1994. Per te vërtetën shkencor, For the Scientific Truth, Prishtina, ASHAK, 2006. Para Rëndësi, The Precursor, Prishtina. Boti Met Koha, 2011. His work was recently collected in 5 volumes and published by the Academy of Sciences of Kosovo, ASHAK, in Prishtina. Vepra 1, Work 1, 1997, of 175 pages. Vepra 2, Work 2, 1998, of 303 pages. Vepra 3, Work 3, 1998, of 301 pages. Vepra 4, Work 4, 2001, of 294 pages. Vepra 5, Work 5, 2002, of 288 pages, textbooks and translations. Letërja Jugosllave, Yugoslav Literature, Dispense, Prishtina 1947. Liber Leximi per klassen IV te Shkojave Filor, Reading Textbook for the 4th grade of the elementary school, as co-author with Stathi Kostari and Yanni Janan, Prishtina, 1948. Na Letërja Shqipe, From the Albanian Literature, as co-author with Hasan Vakshi and Mustafa Bakija, Prishtina 1951. Arkadij Gajdar, Timuri Dhe Sida Etij, Arkady Gajdar, Timur, and his Cheta, translation from Serbo-Croatian together with Mustafa Bakija, Prishtina 1951. Na Proza Jugosllave, From the Yugoslav Prose, co-author with Tajar Hatipi, Nebel Dino, Vihap Shida, and Mustafa Bakija, Prishtina 1952. Liber Leximi per klassen v te Shkollës Tetevgjikare, Reading Textbook for the 5th grade of the elementary school, as co-author with Anton Sida and Mustafa Bakija, Prishtina 1954. Liber per klassen v te Shkollës Tetevgjikare, Book for the 5th grade of the elementary school, 2 edition, as co-author with Anton Sida and Mustafa Bakija, Prishtina 1955. Endodinat e Nikolatin Bersakat, Adventures of Nikolatina Bersak of Branko Kopic, translation from Serbo-Croatian, Prishtina. Miladin Popovic, 1957. Siptarski U30 Lekcja za SRP Skorvatskog Siteoka, Albanian language in 30 lessons for the Serbo-Croatian readers, as co-author with Dragutin Majkovic, Pristina. Jedinstvo. 1959. Ajeti has also written a vast number of scientific articles and monographs. Topic. See also: Recep Kasha, Shaban Demiraj, Androkli Kostolari, Ekrem Kabej, Mahir Domi.